Good evening, welcome back to my channel, and this video is going to be about the games that I started this year and fell off of. So games that I started and didn't finish, and there's quite a few, but I'll start off with probably the biggest one. The biggest one, in Generation Pixel will not be happy with this one, and it was Suikoden. So I started playing that and I got quite far, and I think I've tried it a couple of times and I always fall off it, and I don't know what it is about it, because I was enjoying it. I remember getting up to like this wee village with wee dog people in it or something like that, and you were going away to a castle to stop a big weapon, I think it was. And I remember the point that I fell off it was it was the first kind of big battle that you have, because you have like these battle things, like big, I don't know how to explain it, like it's not even RTS, it's just like your team versus the other team and they just battle, whatever. But I think the reason I fall off that is because I was playing it on the Vita, and like I don't play my Vita an awful lot, so I think I just put it down to the side and started playing something else. But it's definitely one game I'll go back to, and Pixel did say to me that it's maybe worth waiting for the remasters that come out, I think next year. So I think that's what I'll probably do, because I was quite enjoying it, but for one reason or other I fell off of it and I didn't finish it. I didn't see it through to the end. Next one, in fact I'll just keep on insulting Generation Pixel. So the next one that I fell off of was Ni no Kuni and the White Witch. Everything about this game is fantastic, like the graphics and the music, everything. It's so good, man. It's such a good game. I downloaded it on the Switch. I think it was like £3 or something like that. So it was £3 well spent, obviously, because it's an absolutely stunning game, absolutely stunning. But I just don't think I was in the right mind space to play it, because I remember I got to this kind of part where you go to the fairies village. Oh man, it was just so babyish, man. I was just like, so you go to the fairies village and you have to go and see the mummy fairy, and you have to go into her tummy to save the littlies. So you got to go and save the littlies. So once you've done that, I remember doing all that, and I was just like, oh man, what the hell am I playing here? And then I remember getting the boat, and I remember jumping on the boat, going out to sea and fighting this big monster, and it just kicked my ass. And I was just like, I can't be bothered with this. I just couldn't be bothered with it. I wasn't too into the battle system either. I don't know what it was. It was kind of like Pokemon turn-based, but action, that you run around, but then you call out your little guys to come and help you. I don't know. I mean, I know it's a great game. Everyone loves this game. I think I just wasn't in the right mind space to play it. So that's the second one that I fell off of. Ni no Kuni. I'm sure it's brilliant though. The next one, I had a bit of paper, but I've lost it now. Anyway, these are just the kind of physical ones. So the next one I fell off of was quite a recent purchase, and it's Need for Speed Unbound. I am still kind of playing it now and again. It's really good. The only thing that puts me off it was, like, I'm not big into hip hop music, and that's the kind of music that's in it. Like, I don't mind hip hop, but I don't know, it's just very kind of niche hip hop. Like, I don't know. It wasn't my kind of music. But the graphics are amazing in it, and I love cel shaded, and that's the thing that really put me onto this game, was the cel shaded effects. So like when you're doing burnouts or drifts or jumping off ramps or something like that, you'll get like a little cel shaded effect, like with wings and big puffs of smoke, all kind of cartoony. It's really cool. But the biggest downfall was it was just so grindy, very grindy. I felt like I wasn't making progress, even though you are making progress. It just felt like you weren't really making progress. The game's set over like a week, so 7 days, and I think I got onto like the third day. Yeah, so 7 days, and you do, is it 7? Aye, 7 days, and you do day stages, and then you go into night stages, and in the night stages your heat's higher, so the cops are after you more. But then once you finish a day, your heat goes back down. But anyway, I just felt it was just so grindy. You don't make much money from races. I'd never bought any cars because I just didn't save up enough money. The only car I got was the prize car at the end of day one. It just felt like a slog. It just felt so slow that you were making no progress. But again, that could just be a me problem. I don't know. But I'll go back to it now and again, just have a wee race and a wee kind of scoot around the town. I fell off it a little bit. It's not. I don't think I will finish it, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's really cool. Graphics are amazing. Cell shaded stuff is fantastic. The city you drive around in is huge. But there was just something that just didn't click with me, so I fell off that one as well. Next one I fell off was Demon Souls. So I tried this again. I've tried these Soulsborne games so many times, thinking I'm going to get it, it's going to click, I'm going to finally do it. In fact, I'll probably mention Bloodborne. I'm pretty sure I tried Bloodborne again this year, and I just cannot play them. I don't know what it is. I've got no patience for them. But when I was playing this, I felt good. Like I was going through the enemies, and it was fine. It looks absolutely stunning. This game, absolutely stunning game. Fantastic photo mode. But yeah, I felt like I was doing good. I was fending off the beasties, no bother. I did the first boss, Phalanx. It was like a big kind of like Final Fantasy, like a flan from Final Fantasy, like a big slug, and it had like shields on it and things like that, and it poked out spears. So I finished him and I thought, yes man, I'm getting this now, I can get into it. And then I got to, I don't even know if he's a big main boss, but this big guy called the Tower Knight, I think it was. The Tower Knight. Anyway, you went into this kind of, you went through the smoke, I'm sure, and then this big massive bastard came at you, big massive sword. And then there's like archers. There's, just to make things worse, there's like 20 archers either side. I don't even know because I didn't even get up to them. Loads of archers over the sides, shooting at you as well. And this guy just like one hit like did, and I was just like, I can't do this, man. So fail. I failed big time again at a bloody Soulsborne game, which is a shame. And then the next, so this one here, I've just fell off of recently, and I was loving this, man. I mean, I've seen heaps of gameplay in it. Mark said it was a good game as well, Geordie Slasher. He said it was a good, like a really good PS3 game. Anyway, it's Evil West. I was loving this game, absolutely loving it. It's just simple. There's no, it's no nonsense, smashing demons, simplicity. It was, I was really enjoying it. And I got up to a part what I was happy with to end my night before I went to bed, and I went back to it the next day, and it kicked me back like 3 or 4 chapters, and that was a kick in the stones, man. I was so upset because I was loving it. I was really loving it, but I couldn't be bothered going through the 3 or 4 chapters again. And I know exactly what was to come. That was the more painful thing about it. Like if you played the game, I got up to like a town, and then there's a church, and you meet the wee lassie there, and you fight off a boss, Butch or Brooch. I don't really know how it was spelled. And I remember beating him, and I thought, yes, that's it, right, I'm going to go to bed now. And then the next day I came back to it, and it threw me all the way back to, if you've played the game, all the way back to like a swamp stage. And thinking about it, you have to do the swamp stage, then you have to do like a wee kind of ruins area, and then you go back to your hub, and then from the hub you're told to then go to like an oil field, complete the oil field, and then go to the town, and then eventually to the church again, and then to the boss again. And I was like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing all that. It was just really tender. I was a bit hurt. But I will go back to this because I was really enjoying it. And like I said, it's just simple. It's not like in depth or anything. It's not. It's just a good blast. It's a good shooting melee. It's just really good. But it left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. So I'll go back to it at some point in the future. Aye, it was class, man. I was really enjoying it. But there's no bloody photo mode. This game would be class with a photo mode because there's really cool enemy designs, and the main guy's cool as well. I'm so gutted. I'm so gutted. I'm still gutted about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I started and I didn't finish, but I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, there was another one Mark recommended as well, and again I just don't think I was in the right place for it. I think I'd played too many horror games around that kind of time, and it was Tormented Souls, and it was good. I really liked it. I liked the kind of old style kind of aesthetic of it, the camera angles, things like that, and the graphics were really nice. The enemies were cool, but I just felt it was very puzzle heavy, and I just wasn't into that at that time. So I put down Tormented Souls as well. I'm sure Generation Pixel, I'm sure she loved it as well, but I think I just need to be in the right space to play that. Anyway, those were the games that I fell off of, and then I've got 2 games that I fell off of but then picked up again during the year and absolutely loved them. So the first one was Little Nightmares. Again, I shout out to Jen because she absolutely loves this game, and she did a fantastic painting, like an artwork, and that's what kind of spurred me on to play it. So I saw her painting on Facebook, I think it was, or Twitter, I can't remember where I seen it, but it was just a lovely painting, lovely piece of art. So I stuck it on, started playing it. I played the game, you see the guy with the big long arms, he caught me loads of times when I was playing it first, and playing it on the Switch was horrendous. It was horrible, because the load times were just shocking. Like, you couldn't, when you died, you couldn't just jump straight back in kind of thing. You had to wait until it loaded. Oh, pain in the arse. But then I already had it on my PS4 digitally, so I eventually went back to it, and obviously it was a lot quicker, a lot snappier on the PS4, and loved it. Fantastic game, fantastic. And then this is another game that I almost fell off of, and it was because of Dave Tyler. Dave Tyler got me into this. I mentioned this before. I've released a video game photo montage on my channel as well, and it's the Returnal. Returnal is awesome, absolutely fantastic game. So the first time that I played it, like, I realised how good it was at the first time. And it's really my first kind of roguelike kind of game where you die a lot, you go back and you have to get like the perfect run. And at the first time I played it, I didn't really understand that. But then Dave Tyler released a video and he was talking about it, and when he was talking about it, it really resonated and it clicked in my head. I was like, right, I kind of get it now. So I gave it another go. And man, I just won't shut up about it. It's fantastic. Everybody has to play this game. It's just so bloody good. You know, when you get that perfect run, when you're running through the ruins and everything, or you go, I don't want to like spoil the kind of levels, but then you go into the desert and things like that. It's phenomenal, man. It's just so bloody good, and it's so rewarding as well. You get a good feeling when you do a good run. And obviously you get a gut punch if you die in that good run. But Returnal is an absolute beast of a game, a fantastic PS5 game. In fact, I had to mention as well, sorry, just when I said PS5 game. Oh, I watched what was his name? A horrible video. Like, it was so hard to watch. Retro perspective, man. Oh man, he released this video, and it was like a premiere, and I was chatting in the chat, and then Ross Ball came into the chat as well. But when he was talking in the chat, he was just saying that the PS4, PS5 had no games and things like that, and I was like, what is this guy talking about? This guy's no got a clue. He's no got a clue of what he's talking about. The video was like how Sony ruined gaming or something. It was just nonsense, drivel. Oh, it was horrible. And like, I don't mind the guy. I don't know the guy. I don't like. I've seen his videos before. I'm subscribed to the guy or whatever. Like, I don't mind his channel or anything, but just that video was painful. It was, oh, it was so bad. Sorry to end this on such a negative note, but aye, that's the games I didn't finish this year that I started. Obviously, I'm going to go back to, like Pixel said, I'll go back to Suikoden when the remaster releases. Ni no Kuni, I'll imagine I will go back to it at some point. What else? Evil West, I'll definitely go back to that. Demon's Souls, I won't touch that with a barge pole. And another one that I tried again this year because Tears of the Kingdom released was Breath of the Wild, and it's still shite. I bloody hate that game. It's just pointless. I'm being so negative at the end here, but I played Breath of the Wild again, and I got up to the same point I got to before, and like, it was the bit with the Zoras. You beat the big divine beast, the big elephant, and then you come back out, you go and see the Zora King, he gives you this big sword, and then that's just kind of it. There's no cohesiveness to it. There's nothing that drives you on. You know, like I'm playing Ocarina of Time again, and that game is a perfect example. I absolutely love Ocarina of Time, but Breath of the Wild is just not very good. Hot take. Gib84's hot takes. Breath of the Wild is shite. Anyway, cheers guys. Take care.